This that I'm going to talk about today is simply how one can get a glimpse of what is in the most unexpected ways. Recently, I went to Selby Gardens, Botanical Gardens in Sarasota, Florida. They had a very special plant sale. My wife ultimately got ground orchids about 3 to 4 feet tall, quite dramatic look. I got a rose cactus with some gnarly trunk, really attractive plant. Even I, who am not a horticulturist, had to accept that this was a nice looking plant. And then we also got a couple of dwarf powder puffs. They were in a cart. My wife said, I want to go take another look around the grounds, and you don't have to come with me. I said, fine, I'm going to go sit over there underneath the banyan tree. And so while I was underneath the banyan tree, I decided I'd do a little meditation. But because there were so many people around, I didn't want to close my eyes and get into that sort of thing. But I was going to simply get into the meditation of following the breath. I was following the breath with my eyes open when quite unexpectedly, mind stopped thinking. The inner narrative came to a total and complete stop. And I was no longer I. It was simply awareness and presence. And while there was awareness of a body, I was not aware necessarily of any boundaries to the body. My vision took me further than the outer extremities of the skin on my body. And my hearing took me to areas beyond the body as well. It took me to the conversations humming around me, to the music in different areas, and to the wind blowing in the trees. And at the same time, I felt, since the Botanical Gardens is on a bay, I felt the coolness of a breeze on my skin. So here I was, no separation. Just this awareness, this nowness. And it lasted for about a minute or so, and there were a series of implications that rippled out of this moment. And one was that at the level of I am, we are all the same. It is after I am that we differentiate and experience separation. I am a male, I am a female, I am 60, I am 20, I am energetic, I am ailing, I am happy, I am sad. This I amness is the same I amness in everybody. In all of the billions of people on the planet, this I amness is the same. And then right after that, that evolved into this further implication, and that is that there is really only one I amness. There is only oneness, and oneness peers out of everybody's eyes. That same oneness looks out of everybody's eyes. And then, of course, the story kicked in. What just happened? What does this mean? Where did I park the car? Should I put this down in my journal somewhere? And the moment of I amness in its pristine purity was gone. But the ramifications and implications of that are still with me and are reverberating within me right now. And I don't know that I did anything to make it happen. It was sort of spontaneous. The conditions are not ones that you would ordinarily consider to be ideal for meditation access to this, but it happened. And it can happen to you too. Because you, looking at me, are looking through that same I amness. You are looking at me through that same oneness. Welcome to the journey.